Hi, I'm Morse, the founder of Core Elements Training. In this short video, I'm going to demonstrate foundation massage techniques, including Effleurage and Petrissage to the upper limb or to the arm. During this short sequence, the arm is going to be in several positions, which includes lying down by the side of the client, then bringing the client's hand onto the stomach with either using your outside leg or your inside leg. So it's important to practice with both legs here to see which one suits you. We're then from here going to move the arm towards the shoulder and support the arm just below the elbow joint. So if your client doesn't have the flexibility to be in this position, then we can treat the triceps on the back of the arm when the client is laying face down. Okay, when the hand is into the stomach, if your client is quite relaxed and the arm keeps flopping outwards, then you can get the client to interlock their fingers here just to provide a little bit more support whilst you're massaging the upper limb. Okay, so we're going to start off with Effleurage. We're going to do a single-handed effleurage in order to apply the massage medium to the client's skin, to get the client used to the touch and to warm the area ready for heavier techniques. So in this instance, I'm going to use lotion, okay, but you could use oil or you could use wax instead as well, if that's your preference. Okay, so I'm going to take the back of my hand onto the client's arm and I'm going to apply about 2 to 3 pumps of medium into my hand. Okay, then from here I'm going to warm the medium up before I apply it to the client's skin. Okay, then from here I'm going to take hold around the wrist or the hand, depending on the size of the client and their preference. And then from here I'm going to do a single-handed effleurage technique up the arm, bringing the hand over the shoulder. And as I start to come around the shoulder, I'm stretching the arm down and lifting it slightly, so that this way I can get the lotion onto the back of the arm as well. Okay, I'm using quite a wide lunge position here as I move up and down the arm, and I'm transferring my body weight from one leg to the other. That way I'm not putting too much pressure into my back, and I'm using my legs during the movement. Okay, once you've done about anywhere from between 4 to 8 sweeps here with the Effleurage technique, I'm now going to bring the hand to the stomach and I'm going to take the outside leg up to support the elbow. Okay, from here I've still got massage medium onto my other hand and I'm going to move into a kneading technique here around the biceps and the triceps. And I'm trying to move up towards those deltoids too, so I'm covering all of those muscles in the upper arm. Okay, once I've done that, I can then apply a ringing movement, moving those hands, so I'm squeezing the hands together and then I'm swapping that position over. Okay. Then from here, we can move our legs, keeping those hands together so that then I can move into kneading around the forearm. And then I can also, so it's a smaller kneading on the forearm, there's smaller muscles within this group. And then from here as well, we can do a slight ringing technique. So with that ringing technique, our fingers are together and the thumb is squeezing into the side of the fingers as well. Okay, so when we have done our kneading technique and our ringing technique, we're just going to flush at the arm. So we're going to do that single-handed effleurage again to flush. Okay, and then from here we can lift the arm up, bringing that hand, tucking the fingers towards the shoulder, not away from the shoulder, so the wrist is in a flexed position. Then we're going to support the hand just below the elbow, not on top of that elbow. Okay, and then from here I'm going to do a stripping technique through around those tricep muscles. But as I'm getting nearer to the armpit, I'm sweeping the hand out to the side. So that way we can also cover that deltoid muscle again, because most people are a little bit tight around the deltoid area. So it's quite nice to pay additional attention to that. We're also being mindful of how we're supporting that arm, and we're making sure that we're not pushing down on the arm here. We're supporting it as we're applying the pressure with the other hand. Okay. Then once we've done this, we're then going to lower that arm all the way down to the side of the body, again taking hold around the hand or around the wrist, and we're doing our Effleurage technique again. Once you've done again anywhere between 4 to 6 sweeps with that Effleurage technique, we can then flex at the elbow here. Every client is slightly different. It's quite nice to hold their hands so they feel quite nice and secure there. But if that feels uncomfortable for some of your clients, then just hold around the wrist here so that they can relax. And if they feel comfortable, they can then rest their hands onto your arm. This is just so that we can now come into the wrist flexors and the wrist extensors. So it's quite nice to hold near to the wrist without putting pressure into the joint, because we can supinate and pronate at that radial ulnar joint, which is turning that hand over from side to side as we're doing the technique. And we're going to strip the forearm, so we're applying a reasonable pressure, but stripping through the thumb towards the elbow joint. Okay, an awful lot of people can be quite tight in these muscle groups, especially if you do lots of typing, you play the piano, you're a therapist, or does anything that involves a lot of movement with the hands, because these muscle groups or muscles in the forearms come down into the hand. So I'm applying a pressure towards the elbow joint with the thumb. And then we're moving that hand position so it's facing upwards and downwards as we're repeating that movement. Then once we've covered the whole of that arm, again a few times, then from here we're going to finish off with our full arm Effleurage again, making sure that we're doing that stretch and lift. Okay, so that was a demonstration of some of our foundation massage techniques, including Effleurage and Petrissage techniques to the arm or the upper limb. If you'd like to see further foundation massage techniques being demonstrated, then please subscribe to our YouTube channel. If you'd like to find out more about our level 3, level 4 and level 5 sports massage and sports therapy qualifications, then please visit our website at www.coreelements.uk.com. Thank you.